Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 8 of Giving Up Racism for Lent. Today, we're going to be giving up not knowing who was displaced so we can live where we live now. So most historians and First Nations history keepers agree that Indigenous people have been continuously on Turtle Island, otherwise known as Canada and the United States, for at least 16,000 years, and some estimates are as high as 40,000 years. That translates into somewhere between 800 and 2,000 generations living on and caring for the same territory continuously. In contrast, I, a white settler, can only trace my ancestors back on this land about 8 generations. My ancestors were given stolen land in the traditional territory of the Wendake, Mississauga and Haudenasaunee Nations as a reward for loyalty to the king during the Revolutionary War. I've never lived on that land, but I continue to benefit from the intergenerational wealth that land ownership offers. It's shocking to realize that in less than 12 generations, Indigenous people in Canada have gone from having sovereignty over 100% of the land to occupying roughly 0.36% of the land now through the system of reserves. In Canada, the Crown, the provincial and federal governments have control over approximately 89% of the land. So there's plenty of opportunity for some of that land to be put under control of Indigenous peoples. Who would you rather have managing the land? The people who were able to sustain themselves on it for over 800 generations, or the people who have significantly eroded the environmental integrity of the land and its capacity to sustain life in less than 12 generations? So here's an action for you. Create your own personal territorial acknowledgement. There are guides on the internet to help you do this, including an excellent one from Concordia University. You can find the link on our website. Visit nativeland.ca to look up who stewarded the land that you live on now. Where are they now? What percentage of their traditional territory do they currently have access to? You can also educate yourself about the land back movement. We will never have true reconciliation with First Nations and Indigenous people until we have some kind of agreement about sovereignty and land stewardship. Hello, everyone. We decided we wanted to add a bonus reflection for day 8. And that reflection is, what is your relationship with the land you live on? How do you think that would differ if your ancestors had lived on the same piece of land for thousands of years? How does it differ from the relationship that Indigenous people have with the land? Imagine the impact of privatization of land on Indigenous peoples and the violence of forced dislocation from the land that is the source of their traditional knowledge, language, cultural practices, and oral traditions built up over millennia.